Yo guys, what's up? Today we're gonna be taking a look at old Emboar, as you can see. If you guys don't know already, they just recently released Emboar with a hidden ability over that mystery gift. There's a link in the description to head on over and get that code to type it in your mystery gift. On a side note, they also released Superior as well, which is probably what you'll be seeing next week. So, anyways, we're doing an Emboar set because his new hidden ability makes him even better than he used to be. So, we're gonna be taking a look at that. We're gonna be doing 3 sets. First set is gonna be Choice Scarf. Second set is gonna be Choice Band, and third set it's gonna be a mixed attacker. It's gonna be a little different. So to start things off, I'm gonna go ahead and give him his Choice Scarf, and go ahead and change his hidden ability to Reckless. I don't know why this is here. Reckless, yeah. If you don't know what Reckless does, any moves that cause recoil damage to yourself are stronger. They get a 1.2 damage multiplier. So, Emboar, a guy who already ran some recoil moves, this is a nice boost. Because now they're just going to be stronger. Keep in mind though, the more damage you do with recoil moves, the more recoil you take. So this damage multiplier means you're going to be doing more damage, which means you'll be taking more of a recoil hit. But, you know, he runs them anyways, and you always want to get as much damage as you can on a move, so Reckless isn't going to hurt you. You'll be alright. So, as for the EV spread, well, first we're going to do Nature. Nature, you're going to want Jolly. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You want Jolly. Now, I know his speed's base 65. But this is a Choice Scarf set, so no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You hear me? Alright. So, Max's speed, Max's attack, and I'm gonna throw it extra in HP, but you feel free to throw it in one of these defenses if you feel the need. Don't throw it in special attack. We ain't running no special attack. So, what are the moveset? First off, we want some stab options, obviously. Emboar, he's a fighting type. He's also a fire type, so we're gonna want one of each at least. As for the fighting type, go with superpower. That's right, he gets superpower. You're gonna need to go the move tutor to get this, but superpower. Superpower, if you don't know what it does, it's got base 120 power. However, it's got the downside of lowering your attack and defense after you use it. But, you know, base 120 power, you good to go. After using it, most likely you're going to be switching out because you just dropped your own stats. So use it sparingly, but don't be afraid to use it if you gotta use it. Just don't ever be afraid. Just know that after you hit them, well, if they're still alive, you might want to stay in. Maybe. Depends on the situation. But you know, if you kill their Pokemon, you might want to switch out, you know. Especially since they're probably going to be switching in something that's going to be made to take out your Emboar. You know, switching out's not a bad plan. Especially when you have drop defense and attack. So, just keep that in mind. Don't go crazy spamming it, because you're going to start doing 0 damage at all, because your attack is so low, and you're going to start taking a bunch of damage, because your defense is really low. But anyways, on to his next stab option, which is gonna be a fire type move that I like to call Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz, recoil damage. Reckless, boost recoil damage moves. It's a match made in heaven. Or heaven that's on fire. So hell. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, Flare Blitz. It's also got a nice 10% chance to burn that probably won't ever happen, but on the off chance it does, hey, you burned them, cool. Thaws you out if you're frozen. So does most fire type moves, but, you know, hey. Main point is Flare Blitz is gonna be your main damage. It's stab, it has recoil damage, which means it gets a boost from Reckless, so all your damages. As for your next move, of course, Flare Blitz isn't gonna be the only recoil move we run to get that Reckless boost, so I'd like to introduce you to my friend Wild Charge. Yeah, we run an electric type move. Wild Charge, 90 base power, recoil. It does less recoil than Flare Blitz. It only does 1/4 of the damage you dealt, whereas Flare Blitz does a whole whopping 33% of the damage you dealt. That's 1/3 for you guys wanting it in fraction form. So Wild Charge, yeah. It grants us some good solid coverage. Water types, beware. We got an electric type move. So that's a thing. Plus, you know, Reckless boost. That Reckless boost though. On to the last slot. Honestly, I'd say you got a couple choices here. Yeah, you got a couple choices. As for the first option, Stone Edge. You can't really go wrong with Stone Edge. It provides nice coverage, 100 base power, rock type move. It's got a higher critical hit ratio. It's got a crappy accuracy, but I think they boosted its accuracy maybe. I feel like it used to be only 70%. So maybe it's not so bad as it used to be. Yeah, it's not bad choice at all. However, there is another option that seems a bit weird, and, you know, I like to do my research before I make movesets. I don't want to just give you my random opinions. I want to have some, you know, good solid movesets to bring to you guys. My opinions get thrown in sometimes, but, you know, I like to give you guys some good solid sets that aren't just me making up random crap. So, you know, I do my research, and a lot of people would recommend you run Sleep Talk, and I see kind of where they're coming from. Sleep Talk. I've seen it run on other Pokemon before, for the same reason, and, you know, usually I thought it was justified then, but I don't know. I'm not positive on Emboar, because it seems like that Stone Edge would be sorely missed. But anyways, I'll explain to you the point of Sleep Talk. The point of Sleep Talk here is, well, when your opponent puts you to sleep, you can say, screw you, buddy. You thought you were gonna do something by putting me to sleep? Nah, I'm good. And that's basically it. It's a move that is perfectly fine running on a Pokemon that already has everything it needs in its first 3 slots, and you really don't need anything else, so you throw in Sleep Talk just to say, hey, I don't need anything else, so the off chance I get put to sleep, I can still hit people. And it's not a bad choice at all. It's just on Emboar, I feel like he would really miss the Stone Edge. I could be wrong, but I feel like he would really miss the Stone Edge. You know, Sleep Talk on, like, say, I've seen him on Kingdra before. I see no problems with that, because Kingdra can easily get what he needs in his first 3 slots. Like, what? He runs Draco Meteor, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam, and he's good to go. Something like that. Maybe replace Draco Meteor with Dragon Pulse, if you really want. You know, you're good to go. I don't know. But anyways, it's there as an option if you so choose to take it. You know, I can see him getting great coverage with his first 3 moves. I just feel like that Stone Edge would be very handy is all. So all I'm saying is, I personally would probably run Stone Edge. But, you know, Sleep Talk, you know, I suppose it is a viable move. Anyways, that does it for Choice Scarf set. Now we're moving on to Choice Band set, which is arguably very similar, except with the Choice Band. Different EV spread though. So Choice Band, Reckless, and EV spread. You know, you don't got a Choice Scarf anymore. You don't have a speed boost anymore, so go ahead and forget speed investment. Go HP investment all the way, attack investment all the way, and throw your leftovers defense or special defense. Your choice. I'd probably say defense because, you know, I feel like you could benefit a little better. Just because there's rock and there's ground, and most of those are physical. I mean, there's water, of course, which is, you know, mostly special, I'd say, but I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it in defense. It doesn't matter. It's only 4 points, you know. You definitely want to use your 4 points for sure, but, you know, it doesn't make too big a difference. So anyways, moveset, basically same thing. Wild Charge, check. Flare. Let's check. Super power check, and Stone Edge and or Sleep Talk check. But hold up, we got one more option in that last slot. We got Sucker Punch. You're no longer fast, you no longer have a Choice Scarf, you no longer have any speed investment whatsoever, so, you know, you're not going to be hitting first. However, if you decide to run Sucker Punch, you will hit first. It's nice, 80 base power, and it automatically goes first if the opponent is attacking you. Now, keep in mind, they're also using a priority move. Not exactly sure on the priority on Sucker Punch. I believe it's higher than, say, Quick Attack, because Quick Attack has a +1 priority. But other than that, I'm not really sure how high Sucker Punch's priority is. Honestly, you know what? That's what we have Google for. I will be right back. You know, It only has a +1 priority as well. Okay, Sucker Punch has priority +1, so it's going to hit first as long as they're not also using a priority move. It's not going to go before quick attack. Scratch that. So Sucker Punch has priority +1, just like the basic quick attack and stuff. There are moves with higher priority than that, so it won't always hit first. But most of the time, you're going to be hitting first, especially when they don't expect that, because, you know, who's going to expect an Emboar with Sucker Punch? You know, it's not a super common thing. Well, I mean, it's not that Sucker Punch on Emboar is bad, it's just Emboar in general is not a super common Pokemon, and I don't think people would typically expect a Sucker Punch. So it's a nice surprise move to have. Anyways, you still have the choice of Sleep Talk or Stone Edge in those slots too. Keep that in mind. So that does it for Choice Band Emboar. On to the oddly strange mixed attack Emboar that doesn't look too bad, honestly. Anyways, item. You got a couple choices. Neither of them are choice items. I'd say either run Life Orb, or if you're scared of the recoil damage, which this is Emboar, you really shouldn't be scared of recoil damage. Although this set doesn't run recoil, so Blaze is the ability we're going with. I guess if you're really scared of recoil, that would be the reason why you're running this set on Emboar. Basically, you can go with Expert Belt if you want. Expert Belt's a solid choice, but, you know, I prefer Life Orb. However, a lot of Pokemon use Life Orb, so if you already got a Pokemon on your team with Life Orb, you could easily substitute in an Expert Belt so you could run both Pokemon. Because, you know, you can't really run two Pokemon with the same item. That's what, against... I think that's against standard rules, I believe. So anyways, EV spread. EV spread is gonna be the same for the choice band. We're gonna, well, no, it's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same as in it doesn't have speed investment, but that doesn't make it the same. Anyways, sorry. As for the nature, we're gonna go with Rash, because that'll avoid hurting your attack, but still boosting your special attack. Maxes HP, and maxes special attack, and then throw your extra in attack. And then you're good to go. Basically what this allows you to do, you can now pack a pretty big punch with your special attack. Your attack's still not bad. Throw your extra points to boost it a bit. And your HP is nice and bulky. You got a 424. So you nice and bulky. Like I said, ability, we don't run any recoil moves on this, so Blaze. So on for the moveset. First off, we want fire type move stab, but well, first off, we're just gonna put in superpower because superpower, can't go wrong with it. Got your fighting type stab. On to the fire type stab. Like I said, we're not running recoil moves, so Flare Blitz isn't an option. And since this is a mixed attacker set, we're gonna run Old Fire Blast. Fire Blast, it's a great move. It's 110 base power. The accuracy is a little sketchy, but not too bad, and 10% chance to burn. 110 base power though. That's the important part. So you're still gonna be hitting like a truck, and the main benefit to this set is no recoil damage. That's really the main benefit to this set. So on the next choice, since we're not running Wild Charge, we're gonna be getting our coverage in the form of a different move called Grass Knot. Grass Knot also takes care of water types, but it's also very versatile in the way that it can do decent damage to anything that's super heavy, particularly, you know, rock types or ground types, and they typically tend to have a high weight, or at least it seems the common ones. I mean, look at I just lost my entire train of thought. I was gonna name some random common rock type that's super heavy. I don't know. Never mind. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, grass knot, yeah, it takes care of not only water types, but rock types and ground types, like I said. Provides some really great coverage there. And it also does decent damage to Pokemon that are super heavy, even if they're not a rock or a ground type or a water type. Even if they're not weak to it, is what I'm saying. You know, I don't know. Aggron would resist it. So I don't think it would do too great. I don't know, Snorlax is pretty fat. It might do decent damage to him. Especially since you don't want to be using Fire Blast, since he has immunity as an ability. Or not immunity, Thick Fat is what he also has immunity, but Thick Fat's what I'm thinking of. But you would just use Superpower on him instead, so I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. Anyways, last slot. You get a couple choices. One of those choices would be Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, like I explained earlier, it's a great option. It's got priority, which you don't have any speed whatsoever, so that priority is going to be nice to have. You know, Sucker Punch, I already explained it. You don't need any more explanation. But, you know, you could also, I'd say, run Sleep Talk as well. I'd say that's also a solid choice there. But, yeah, Sleep Talk's a choice there. And I'd say I wouldn't really recommend Stone Edge, really. I'd say either Sleep Talk or Sucker Punch are your best bets there. So, I'd say that does it for Emboar. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to recommend a Pokemon for me to do next, be sure to leave it in the comments. Now, I will warn you, I'm probably doing Superior next, but, you know, I can get to whatever you leave in the comments after that. So, don't be afraid to still leave a comment. If you like this video, feel free to like it, and if you want to see one of my next videos coming out, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It'll let you know when my next one comes out. But I'm sure you already knew that, because y'all are smart people. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later.